Hello, viewers. This is actually my first video of a perfume. I was trying to make few reviews as I'm into perfumes, but never got time. But it's better to be late than never. Today, I'll be talking about this pure class sophisticated perfume, which is Creed Bois de Portugal. From this house, we usually know the Aventus is more popular, but this one goes under the radar because nobody talks about it, and it's very old man sort of barbershop sort of smell, which people doesn't like most of the youngsters because they prefer more modern fragrances. Anyway, this one has been around for a while, but trust me, it's still turning heads and deserves its legendary status. Let's break it down, talk about how it smells, who it's for, and whether it's worth the price tag. First, let's talk about the presentation. Uh, Mine is actually a tester bottle. Um, in a full presentation, it comes in a good box, white box, as far as I remember, and the cap is pretty much similar, but this one is not its cap. This one is actually a cap. I got it from a friend who makes 3D caps. So I got it as a tester for Australian dollars, around to 210, and the cap cost me around $35. So it's basically around $250, which is not a bad price. Now, Bois de Portugal, usually when you translate it, it usually means woods of Portugal, and it's said to be inspired by the forest, the fir, the pine trees, those sort of things. And the category is actually aromatic woody fragrance. The opening, when you spray, it's very bright and citrusy. You get a elegant blast of bergamot. It's not sharp or synthetic, it's smooth. um, as it settles down, the star of the show appears, which is lavender. And this is not your grandma sort of lavender. This is rich, aromatic, manly, those sort of lavender. Then it dries down, the bass notes kicks in. This is where you it's truly magical because you get the sandalwood, the cedarwood, which has a bit of warmth and depth. There is also muskiness, which I get in my skin, which makes it a little bit more creamy in the end. Like it's in the very last phase. And let's talk about the performance as well. With this one, when I wore in a very hot day, which was around 40 degrees Celsius in Melbourne, I was surprised to see the performance. So to my skin, like it lasts more on a hot day. So I usually use it in a hot summer day, and it lasted around 6 to 7 hours and projected for 2.5 hours, which is like around 2 feet projection, which is not bad. But the next day I tried, it was a little bit colder, which the weather was around 22 Celsius or 25, I don't remember actually, but it was very like lower compared to the other day. And on that day the performance varied. I got around 4 hours, and the projection was for 1 hour. But if you compare to Creed Aventus, then it's really good from this house, the performance, with even with the newer batches, because I reckon mine was a very new batch. And when I talk about like which fragrance, like which demographic it targets, it usually for the more mature nose, more mature person. But I myself is a very young guy, but I do like classic fragrances, so I wear this sort of things. I'll talk about another classic fragrance, which is David of Zeno, in my next video. If you guys like this one, then I'll talk about the Zeno. And the last thing I wanna mention, it's about the price. We usually know like Creed fragrances are really expensive, which sometimes is not worth it, but their blend is really good. No matter like apart, if you keep part the pricing part, but they're like really good for the blend. It's not synthetic as the modern fragrances. It has very good ingredients and all, but again, like the pricing is very high, which is, as I said, I got the taste about $250, but that's on discount as well. The guy who I got it from was giving a Christmas sale, so I got that for that very good price. But usually, I believe it goes for around $300 for the taster, and maybe if you get a full presentation, that's 450 Australian dollars. Now I'll just take that. To me, I just want to try another crate that's biking. Maybe I'll buy it soon. But as of now, Bois de Portugal is a masterpiece to me. It's a very classic. It's sort of James Bond or CEO working in a boardroom. This is like a Killian Murphy sort of perfumes. And that's it for tonight. See you on the next video.